Not a comment already. No. Oh, Stream Elements. Duh. Okay. We're going to try something here. Don't like that. Okay. Let's try. Hey, Tron. How are you? Just a chilling night. Not doing anything exciting, but I didn't want to be down here bored and talking to myself, so I thought I'd just go live. I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's been tried before. I'm not doing what you think I'm doing. I'm just testing something. I am testing to see for a reason. Okay, let's get these two adhered together. Boom. Let's just see for fun if a belt that is super glued together. Hey, the first layer. You're bored. I'm bored. Okay, this might work. Okay, so what I'm trying here. Dang, it didn't hold too well. Shoot. Or are you just boring? Hey, Ricky B. So, as y'all know, dang. Hey, Rex. You guys are just wanting to see me super glue my fingers together, aren't you? So, I'm trying to make life easy for myself because I have to. So, on this guy, we started with the tap. And as we know, we have dangly belts right here. Oh, let me turn the light on over here. It might help if that light's on. And then, yeah, there we go. So we have dangly belts right here. Okay. So we got, fortunately, I have a local guy that delivers right to my house same day because he's super awesome and he stocks all kinds of stuff. His name is Andy and he's from 3D Lab Tech. Anyway, so we have some really good 4 yards of 6mm gates. Really high-end Gates belts, the reinforced, blah, 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 the best you can get. So anyways, there's nothing like the smell of a fresh belt. Anyway, so we got to rerun the belts. Now, part of me says, I don't want the hassle of having to feed the belts in, blah, blah. So what I said to myself is, what if you take your belts, your new belt, and you just overlap it with the old belt, give it a bit of a cut like this so you have even ends. And then take some super glue. Now, I'm not dumb enough to think that I could super glue a belt and make it longer and it would work. No, but I am dumb enough to think that possibly I could take this, put some super glue, and then on the other half, which should be a direct match, add some activator, then go ahead and attach the belt together with the super glue and activator so that it's kind of joined like this. Now, Ricky B, there's a good idea, but do I have a stapler? And you know where I'm going with this, right? And then I can just pull the belt through the whole system, pull it through the new belt so I don't have to go and feed the whole belt again. That's what I'm trying to avoid is feeding the belt from scratch because it's a pain in the arse to get through some of these things, as anybody who's built a Voron knows. So that's why I thought if I could glue these together and and it just doesn't hold. I think the glue just doesn't hold this material, but a stapler. But I don't know if I have a stapler. I do at the office. Maybe I'll just leave this till tomorrow and bring a stapler home. Unless I have a stapler upstairs. Let me text my wife and see if we have a stapler. That's a good idea, Ricky B. Because the thing is, it's got to be end to end because if you overlap it, some of the paths are too tight to overlap it, and I can't tape it because again, you're dealing with tape. It's got to be kind of end to end, but a couple staples in that, and because the staples could be a little bit flexible. Let me see if we have a stapler. Do we have a stapler? Let's see if she answers me. Always butt to butt. Oh, definitely. I was hoping the crazy super glue would work. Darn. But you know me, being the optimistic, if I cut it straight, I cut it on an angle, but if I cut it straight, I'm gonna try one more time. Hey, Shadell. And Betamax and Snapshot. And oh my goodness, I have a few people dropping in just on an impromptu, as the title says, do nothing, see what I can screw up stream. So I just want some company tonight. That's all it is. I just want company because I'm so lonely. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so if I add the activator, if we put these together, okay, come on, get together just nicely. Oh, not crooked, just come on. There we go. Let's see. Okay, the activator works pretty quick on this. But alas, I think, well, we'll let this dry for a second. We'll spray a bit more activator just to set that glue up. Hey, Zaxelter. Zach, good. What's up? I'm trying to cheat. I'm trying to figure out a way to pull the new belts through without having to rerun the new belts. So I'm seeing if I can super glue a piece of the old belt onto the lead of the new belt and just pull the whole thing through. But any sort of pressure and the super glue comes off. Dang. Install Clipper on your KP3S. Interesting guy. I have a KP3S sitting over here, which I eventually would like to do something different to. Okay, so if I cut these ends, what else do I have that could put these belts through? First, and then I thought I could turn it over and interlock the teeth, but then that's stupid because the belt goes in backwards. But I could pull it over, interlock the teeth, and then pull it through twice. But that's just kind of silly. And again, the paths are so tight on this in some places. I just can't see going through the frustration of feeding through some of these paths. Let's see. Did she say we have a stapler? No. Okay. So I could bring a stapler home tomorrow and do that. Because I can't think of anything else any other way. Cut the belt tip at an angle 5. What'd she say here? What'd she say to me here? Oh, I love you. Okay, well, I love you too, honey. Use a hard one. Use a hard what? A soldering iron to melt them together? Would that work? It'd be great to find a way to do this and then just basically talk about it and maybe it would be great. I wonder if if you could melt it. Had to go into the other room. That's okay. Don't be sorry. Who else is on here and saying what? It's moving quick. Is it moving quick? Is what moving quick? Or cut the last 2 or 3 teeth, then pull it through. Make the belt flat. Yeah, it's got to be flat. I want it to be flat. I don't want to overlap. I want it to be flat because it's got to go through the paths. Drill a hole in each one and tie them together. That's a good thought too. The soldering iron thing might work if I melt them together. Can you melt 2 pieces of belt together? Well, gee, I don't know. Let's see. Where's I happen to have where is my solder? Oh, actually, if I use the that heat inset iron, let's see. Let's just see if I cut these on an angle here. Oh, sure. Make sure you cut right through. Okay, so on the angle, like that, and then if I solder them together and melt them together, and when it hurt, I wonder about trim off the teeth until it's flat and push it through. Trim off all the teeth. I see what you're saying, Zach. Just go toothless belt, right? Use a needle and thread. You guys, try pushing a needle through this reinforced belt. I think it's a steel reinforced belt. What's it say on here? No, I don't think it doesn't say, but I think it's a reinforced belt. Richard, you come over with your needle and thread and you try it. I'm just being lazy. I could just, and all the time I'm taking to talk and think about it, I could probably just run the belts, but dang, I don't want to have to. So your Clipper Eyes KP3S is moving quick. Oh, it's moving quick. Okay. That'd be interesting to see a clipperized KP3S. They've got a KP belt is reinforced with a fabric core. Okay, they got a KP37 or KP7 or something coming out now. It's looks like an Ender 5 clone, but it looks interesting. Let me see. Let me grab. I wonder if I should. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just see. I'm going to see. Oh, I put it over here. I didn't put it away. Right here. Oh, and look at that. My sponge is still wet too. I'm gonna try I'm gonna try and melt it. I'm just curious to see. Good for every good invention or every good idea. And I haven't read this anywhere, but I can assume for every good idea, there's going to be a handful of bad ideas. A cube. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a cube, Guy the Jedi. Yeah, it's an enclosed. Well, it's not very good and not very well enclosed, but an enclosed cube. But it's not even a Core XY. It's still using wheels and rails. Okay, number one. I don't know if melted. I don't want to screw my iron up, but I'll make sure it's clean because this thing is nicely. Is this tight? Yeah, it is, and it's hot. Number one, I don't know if the smell of melting belt is healthy. Number one, let's see if I can melt. Oh yeah, it does melt. Will that actually go right through it? Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, it's not really melting. To 300 degrees. Oh yeah, it stinks. Whew. Okay, so let's see if I put two pieces down and if I just kind of carefully, without burning my finger, let's just see. The other thing I thought of was hot glue gun. Put these together and just put a hot iron over the top. No, it's not going to work. It's just making a stink. Yeah, it's just burning, not melting. Okay, so that done. It was a good thought, but I think I kind of like the stapler idea. Needle and thread idea is good too, but I don't really have a needle and thread. As I say, in all this, by the time I talk all this through, I could have run the belts by now. But this is kind of more fun. YOLO plastic. Hey, Golden Jaguar. Hello. Oh, YOLO plastic, folks. Okay, so hello, 3D printing people. YOLO plastic. Okay, I get it. The slang. Maria just got back last night from Jamaica. I got a nice hat, and I'm not wearing it right now because it's upstairs. I should have it on. My head's cold. But she brought back some warm weather here, I'll tell you that. How about shrink tubing? Ooh. Oh, snapshot. I wonder, because that's flexible. That is an interesting thought. Let's just see. I am open to trying anything. I happen to have a variety of heat shrink tubing. And it gives me a chance to use my new heat gun with Where's the attachment that I had on it? Oh, somewhere in there. Anyways, this was a Christmas present. It's an electric heating gun. Whoops, knocked my camera over. So let's plug it in. Let's unplug this one. You get down there. Let's plug this one in. Let's find some heat shrink that'll fit this. This is just a fun, nothing, accomplish nothing, get nothing done stream anyway. So, ooh, shrink tubing with hot glue inside. Oh, now you're just getting, now you're just getting really complicated. Okay, so let's see. This red piece too big. This blue piece. Okay, that blue piece might, now if I can sneak it in this red one. Oh, this one, and we'll get a tight fit. Okay, let's just see. So let's go there and there. Okay, we're kind of not centered yet, but we'll go that and that. Okay, let's shrink this and see what happens. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like how warm that is. Oh, hope you're catching some video of this. Oh, that's nice and warm. Whew. Okay, let's shrink this up. It's cold down here. Magic smoke comes out. Let's just see. This might just work. Let's make sure this is nice and shrunk. Oh man, hang on a minute. Oh. Ooh. Oh. It's cold. I'm cold. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so there, enough of that. That's for my OnlyFans channel. Enjoying the title of the stream seems like a good challenge. Okay, look, let's. Oh, okay. It stretches a bit in the middle, but the fact is, all it's got to do is pull the belt through. Look at that. Let's see how hard I have to pull it. An NSFW stream with Tim blowing himself. So let's see. Oh, I have that, like, oh, I don't think I'd have to put that much pressure on it to pull it through. Okay. I have to. I'm missing some chat here. Anyway, snapshot. If this works, full credit, man. Okay, so let's actually try it. Let's actually do this. Is this cooled off a bit? I'm gonna keep this out because I'm gonna warm myself a bit more. That's just. Oh man. But I am cold. No joking around. I'm freezing. Even though ask Richard, our weather here has been amazing for this time of year. Okay, so let's pull this guy closer. Now let's see. The bottom belt is. Oh, how isn't that something? The bottom belt matches up to the bottom belt on this side. So which one, if I pull, how hard is this going to be to pull? It's not so bad. Okay, well, what's the worst case scenario? It won't work, right? It's the worst case scenario. Okay, so we're going to grab a new piece of belt. We have 4 meters of belt to play with here. So for you American folks, that's around 12, little over 12 feet. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we will put a piece of red on. Oh, you guys, here, I'll switch cameras. Here, there we go. So we'll put this in there. About halfway. We'll put the new belt. Come on, get in there. There we go. About halfway, and then let's shrink it. Okay. Oh, if this works, snapshot, if this works. Oh, sorry, I have to. Whew, that's nice. That's like putting a shirt fresh out of the dryer. Okay. Oh, that's hot. Okay, we are shrunk. Okay. We are shrunk. Okay. If this works, you demand for trying it or for suggesting it. I guess I'm demand for trying it. Okay, there we go. We have a nice shrink wrapped connection here. So let's try this. So my job is to keep this belt so it's going the same direction. Okay, so let's just pull a bunch of it off here. Here we go. Okay, so let's go for it. Shall we go for it? Let's go for it. Let's do this. Okay, bottom belt. We're pulling. We are pulling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I'm getting this on YouTube because it's holy crap. Did you see that? It worked. It worked. It worked. Son of a bagel. Don't mix up the old belt with the new belt. Oh, there's the old belt right there. So all I got to do is snip off right there. There's the old belt, which I'll still keep. I could probably use that. You never throw belts out. If anything, I can hold my pants off with it. Hold my pants up with it. There's the old belt. There is the new belt. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So let's cut, let's cut a generous length for this. Like, say, here. There we go. So we got lots of length here for tying that in now. Okay. Snapshot. You demand. This worked good. Okay. I think this next one, because I'm going to need some B-roll for this. So this might, yeah. So I definitely have enough to run the second one through here. They're longer than I thought, actually, those belts, because I got 4 meters of this. I think for this next one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt. The old belts were too short. Yeah, the old belts were too short. Whoever's asking, yeah, Fayon. What's happening is we're putting a tap in here, and because of the way you've got to come through here and feed the belts, the old belts were just, because I had trimmed them off when I built this, they're just too short to actually get into the tap. So I'm going to pop this open. You guys are wondering, what the heck is he doing? Well, those of you who make videos will understand what I'm doing. I'm making some B-roll here. So I'm going to pop this up. I am going to, it's going to be real simple because this is great, because I'm sure other people have had to change belts. Let's open that up. Let's get that open. Let's open my camera. Come on, camera, don't be shy. Let's get the video. Let's do some video of this happening. What do you think? Let's do this. Well, thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to get my belt ready, my new belt ready. we need the upper belt. I want to make sure I don't pull through the one I just put on. So we're going to do the upper belt now. So I'm going to hit record on this guy. Boom. Now we are recording what I am doing. Blah. Okay. Thank goodness for video editing. There we go. And we take the other end of the new belt. Get in there. It's a tight fit, but that's what I want. So there's no slippage. There we go. And we take our heat gun. And we shrink. There we go. Here we go. Second one. That is too brilliant. Look at that. And we cut off this one. There's the old belt. Here's the new upper belt. And then we give ourselves some length. Just like that, we have two belts run. And look, I thought 4 meters was going to be too much. And look, that's what's left over, the 4 meter roll. So each belt is about 6 feet long. So I'm glad I was only going to order 3 meters. I'm glad that my instinct took over and trumped my stupidity. There we go. Now we have belts that are plenty long enough. And we can stop recording this. We got some good B-roll there. There we go. Awesome as possum sauce. Okay. That, you don't know the hassle that saved me. You really don't know. I was getting ready to pull them out and trying to feed them all through again, but holy crap-a-dolly. Now, I got to make sure that we're in there where we should be. Everything is as it should be. Okay, now the only thing that we have to, let's put the heat shrink tubing away before I spill it. Oh man, that saved me so much headache. So what I was doing on this one is, because it's such a tight squeeze to feed the belt. So the belt, basically what happens is this is sitting like this. The belt's coming in from behind, and it's coming in from behind and coming through. And then it's got to be fed out through this tiny, tiny little gap here, which is why the other belts were too short. There's no way you could do this without, because you need to pull it out a little bit like this, give it a good loop, and basically manipulate it to fit in this hole, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But I'm thinking if I cut it on an angle, like so I have a pointy end to go in first, that might be easier as long as I get the pointy end to come out, which is easier said than done. Let's see. Come on, you little BASTER. Oh, see, and it's not, and again, that's why I wanted longer belts in there. So, yeah, that is not coming through easy. But I think it was I think Zach Zelter there said to me, suggested that I where's that other little piece that I just took off? Suggested that I basically feed these through and kind of grind them open, so it kind of expands. These are meant to be a tight fit because, of course, you don't want your belt slipping out of here. But these are just so hard to get in. There, so this one's in. So if I just pull this and give it a in and out and in and out, kind of just widening, I don't know, widening or making that hole a little more accessible. Because once it's around that corner, it's not going to slip because it's got these little grippies on it that are going to grip your belt when you bring it in, and it's going to be going around and yeah, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we got that one. Let's see about this one. Let's put this upwards that way so we get the zip, zip, zip sound. There we go. Like that. Okay. Hey, Tezza, don't be you're not late, Tezza, for anything. This was an impromptu last second stream. Really not meant to accomplish much, but see what I could screw up. But I haven't managed to screw anything up yet, but it's early. I'm going for another maybe hour and a half or something. We'll see. This one I cannot seem to get this through the hole. This one's tight. But if I can just get it, oh man. This is a stubborn one. This one's very, very, very tight fit. I don't want to. It's funny how that one's tight because the other ones went in pretty good. Up and running, is it? Oh, good. That's good, Golden Jaguar. Is that your oh shoot, K3? Yeah. So it's up and running. Awesome. I can't wait to see that thing running full speed. And I'll be watching your stream on Thursday. Come on. Come on, get in there. I can almost, it's so close I can taste it. I'm having trouble with this one. So I'm going to take, let's see. I gotta be careful what I stick in this hole. I can't believe I just said that. But I gotta be careful what I stick in here. Let's try a zip tie piece. And I'm just going to go ahead and almost ream the side of this with a zip tie. Hang on. I consider the teeth a third hand. Fortunately, I still have most of my teeth, so I can do that. So it's my third hand, so that's my pliers. That's what she said. Yeah, you guys, that's okay. I understand. It was my own fault. So let me try this one that I cut on an angle. If I get it just started here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this one's that's definitely a tight hole. But if we just ream it a few times, we can loosen it right. Gosh, sticking a blow dryer down my shirt, talking about reaming. There we go. Now, oh, belt tastes good. Toasted belt. Now, if I can get this one to go in, actually, the angle seemed to work. Little bit of an angle. Get the tip of it in, and if you can get the tip in, then it's easy to pull the rest in. This stream is going to the dogs real fast. There we go. There we go. Okay, definitely worked. And I didn't damage anything, I don't think. Did I break that piece? Tell me no, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't break that. Nope. I might have melted it a little with the friction, but we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Down the rabbit hole. We are good. Okay. Now, without any further ado, I think I need to open the instructions again. Let's see if we can get this mounted. Why not? I didn't expect to. I didn't expect to get where is the assembly instructions for the let's close a window here. Close that window. Let's close that window. Where's the assembly instructions for the tap? It's one of these manuals I have on my Trident. Stealth burner 2.4, 0.1. I have the tap manual there. Oh, it's probably in my Voron tap folder. Manual, assembly manual. And then I'm going to have to log out of my computer at the office. Yep, you're going to want me to log out. So let's do my email address there and my password. And then let me log myself out so I can open the manual. Sign out, continue. And then I can drag this window over here, make it big, and there we go. So there's the manual there. You can kind of see it on the screen there. So we're at this part right here. Right there. Okay. M3 by 6 button heads. Okay, let's look for some M3 by 6 button heads right here. Let's just see what we can do. Let's see what we can mess up here before somebody says, stop, you're not supposed to do that yet. So we got the belts run. We got the thing wired up. We need to, I need to make a plug yet. So I need to, but I think I can do that in a minute here. What I need to do is on this one here where the wire's coming out of it, I need to cut it off and put a plug because we're going to run a wire down through the drag chains. Yeah, that's my story. So this, okay, so now this I know is going on the linear rail, but is there anything I need to do in advance? Let's see, if you use the standard XY end stop, no, we're not. X-axis switch, no, we're not. Hall effect magnet, no, we're not. So I don't need to worry about running a wire for any switches. And no. And now do I run the belts before I put this on? It's probably better to run the belts. Let me think. This is just me thinking out loud. Am I better off to run the belts through? Yes, because if I put it on, it's going to be impossible to get the belts fed through. So we're going to run the top, always tighten the belt as we go. So we get this belt in. We get this belt in. This one. And this one. So now with those in place, if I put this on like this now, I'm still going to be able to actually feed them through here. So that should be okay. Let's make sure we have almost even lengths on both sides. There we go. Okay. So I think this, yeah, run the belt before connecting. Absolutely. So we got the belt run. We can connect this up, and then we can actually pull and tension the belts and then feed the belt through here. Yeah. So that would go on like this. Belts are running through. Yeah, that should work. That should work. And then I, as long as that one belt looks like it's running a bit low, oh no, that's okay. It just looks off, but we should be good. The belt alignment looks good on both ends. Yep. Okay. So now we will throw in this one. And oops, that missed. There we go. Okay. And this one. Okay. And this one. Okay, so now we can snug these. Whoa, magnet, get away. Okay. And this one. Okay, so let's just see. Okay. I know I got some flap in the belt, but I'm going to pull you through. And pull you through. Keeping in mind, I've got some room for tensioning here. Okay, okay. Try and get even tension. So at the top one. Okay. A little more, a little more. Okay, we're pretty good there. Could use a little bit on the bottom one. Okay. Oh, that's a bit too tight. A bit too tight. So let's back it off. Yeah, that's better. Not bad. Make sure the plate is as flush as you can get it to the rails carriage. Yeah, also make sure this plate is as flush to the rail carriage. Yeah, it's I don't want to over tighten these, but I'm giving them all about even tightness. Oh, see, that one came off a bit. There we go. Should almost use Loctite on these. I wonder if these are going to vibrate loose. See, those are snug. Those are snug. It's not moving at all. And it is flat as a, let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. And then, so we got room to tighten here. So that's okay because we can tension this one here. And then this one, yeah, I think my tension is good now. So what I'm going to do, we're going to give these things a little V cut on the ends. Whoops. Hang on. Like that. Oh, there it is. And like that. And the last one. This will just make them easier to feed through those gaps. A tiny bit right on the tip. Yeah. A tiny bit. Okay, so now I'll get you guys in closer if I can. Let's see. Is this going to be closer? No, that's not closer. That's not what I call closer. Hang on a minute. Be patient. There we go. And we raise that. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. That's Maryland. Oh, come on. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, if I come out here and I push this through this little slot, I don't want my head getting in the way. I better stand up and do this. So if I want to push this through the little slot here, I don't want to get in front of the camera, but I want to get this done. Okay, so I got the tip of it out. Let me grab these. Actually, easier if I grab my medical tool here. If I come at it from the top. Here we go. Let's see now if I can grab the tip of this. There we go. Okay. So we got this one through. There's that one. Okay. We got one through. Oh, bottom one. Oh, that one went easier. There we go. We got the bottom one through. Now let's go for this one. Okay, I see the tip. Let's go ahead and do surgery on the tip. Clamps, clamps. And okay, I think that's enough for me to grip it. There we go. That one's through. Uno mas, one more. One locking mechanism on Lazy Susan to keep it from moving when you're using both. Oh yeah, it's called taking something like this, jamming it underneath like that. That works. And then we will, this last one, I can see the tip of it. As long as I can get the tip, I can get these clamps on it. Once my clamp is on it, it's got nowhere to go. There we are. Come on. There we go. And voila. There we go. We got them in. Our tensions are still okay. We can still tension with our tension adjustments. Now the question is on here, I don't have to cut these really short, do I? Like theoretically, I don't want them that long. Now, those of you that put the tap on, let's see, if I were to say just go like that and like that, can I just leave them dangling, or is it just a matter of cosmetics? Or do you just cut them right off short? But, you know, hey, how you doing, Thomas? So there we go. We have that portion on. Look at that. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. See, I could always just super glue them to the... No, I'm just kidding. Oh, no, they got to be cut a little shorter because, yeah, they got to go all... Yeah, no, they got to be cut short. Darn. I just answered my own question because if you move it over like this, watch what happens if the belts get caught in there and you're going to have a jam up. Yeah, that long, it's going to cause problems. Exactly. So we'll cut them off. We'll leave them long enough so that if I have to pull them out or something, that I can actually feed them back in. So we'll go there and there. Let's see if that's going to cause a problem. I'll go right over. I think that's going to be okay. Forceps. Somebody called them something else yesterday, an actual medical name. But yeah, forceps. I think that's what it's called. I have a couple pair of those. They're handy. I have one that's actually German made, and I think it was actually used in a surgery. I got it from a friend who knew a friend who was a surgeon a long time ago. So I don't know where they are, though, but they probably had blood on them at one point in time, but I'm sure they've been sterilized since then. There we go. Okay, so we're cut off now. We should be okay going there. Yeah. And we're okay going there. And there's enough left in there if I have to do any adjustments at a later date. So there we go. We are at this point. Hemostats. Hemostats. They can route into the front piece. Oh, now you tell me that. That's okay. As I say, belts, they weren't too expensive. And I know that I can now, if I need to, I can put shrink wrap on and we can extend the belts. I'm kidding. German ones are called EN forceps. So so is that kind of when, like, you know, you're in, so I should have an assistant here. Ooh. There we go. I need an assistant here, so when I can say, pass me the forceps, and I go, whoa, not so hard, right? Because that's, anyways. Oh, that did hurt. Okay, so we at this we be at this point. So if I look at the manual now, okay, it even says in there to trim them off. Now, thread the belts through the center. Okay, tuck belts back through the slots. Thread the belts through the center. Make sure the belt adjustment screws on the front idlers are loosened. They are completely. Pull the belts taut through the center section of the tap. Secure the X-axis MGN 12 using 4x-M3. Okay, so we've done that. Belt adjustment screw. We've loosened that off. We tuck the belts in. So I won't worry about tensioning right now. I guess I could just tension them a little bit here. Oops. Somewhere here. There it is. I could just give these a little bit of, there we go. Let's give it 2 or 3 turns. And let's give it 1, 2. So, okay. So we'll give it a bit of tension here. That tension feels pretty good, actually. Okay, we're working. Okay. Yes. Hemostats. Love my hemostats. But you know what you never do with a hemostat? They're good for plucking nose hairs. Just not that I've ever done it, but I can imagine you can. They're probably good for piercing ears, but you don't want to put it on your ear and then lock it in, because you have to actually squeeze it a little tighter to get it unlocked, right? So you don't want to do that. I digress. Okay. Gently slide. Okay, so here we are. We're at this stage here where we gently slide the carriage onto the rail. Go slow. Don't force it. It's difficult to slide. If it's difficult to slide in, make sure the rail cut is smooth and deburred. Okay, so we shouldn't have a problem doing this. Hook removal for fishing. Yeah. There's a lot of, I can imagine a lot of uses for that. So what we're going to do here is, this is what we're looking for right now. So we have that temporary piece in it. Okay, we put the temporary piece in the rail. So we're going to, don't slide out. So basically what they want us to do is to gently come down on this. Just like that. There we go. And it's resting on this bottom screw, which has the, so there's not going to be much movement in this. I think the movement's going to be like boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. Done. Okay, next step. Okay, so here we are at the front. So install front. If you have excess belt, there we go. That's what those things are for, is to tuck in the excess belt, which I guess I could, but I think the excess belt's going to be fine where it is, but we'll see. If you have excess belt, this should be a loose tuck, enough for a loop the mechanism can move. It's just meant to keep the belt out of the way on both sides, of course. So, okay, so there we go. Now we know that. M4, so 4 M36 button head cap screws, 4 M3 washers. Don't forget these washers in big capital red letters. Without them, there is a possibility the carriage won't be tight. Make sure these are tight. Okay. So we're looking at this part being the carriage. We got the wiring coming up here, which is going to go to the. So before I do this, let's just let's decide here before I mount this, because we put a long wire on here because yada 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 whatever. But I think I've decided instead of running the wire all the way from here all the way down through the drag chains, we're going to put a little plug up here that can kind of hide in behind the Clockwork 2, so that I can unplug it, so that if it ever has to come apart for service or replacement or repair or whatever, that the whole wire is not there and that we can just unplug it. So 5 Ooga Doogas. On a Tuesday evening, did you end up able to reuse the belts? No. MG20 Techs, we just reran the belts. You've got to go back into this live stream and watch how we managed to run the belts in a heartbeat. Snapshot FPV was a genius. He had the genius idea. I performed his genius idea flawlessly. Oh, if you ever have to rerun belts on a printer, this is the way you want to do it. Go back and watch it. I'll be making a short video about how that's done. So, it's genius. You guys want to hear something funny? I will take several entries. Okay, hang on. We are talking about hook removal for fishing and talking about belts and then you're talking about several entries. I don't know where the context of that is, but we can maybe think about it. Let me find a plug. So let's see. I don't know. I gotta see what I've got. I don't need any of that. I gotta see what I got as far as what I can use for plugs on this. I don't know if I have anything that's going to be appropriate. These are all not the right kind of plug. I think I have one in mind, but I'm not quite sure where I put it. That's not going to work. Those are not going to work. Maybe here. Let me just check something here. Let's see if I have something in here that could work as a plug for those. No, I don't know where. I need a connector of some kind. What size did I print for my panel clips? Ricky B, the side panels are 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter. Now the top ones are supposed to be 3.5 millimeters. I kind of forgot. I printed them all 5 millimeter. Now the 5 millimeter is perfect for the side panels, but even with the top panel, these 5 millimeter clips seem to hold it in place pretty good, because it doesn't have to be squeezed tight. It's just so it's sitting down. Now, properly, you want to do, if you're using this kit, you want to do 5 millimeter clips on the side panel and 3.5 millimeter clips on the top. I printed out when I did the 2.4 over here, I printed out everything from a 2 to a 6, I think, and in between. And those were the ones that I determined were the best squeeze for these. So is there a plug for that on the tool head board? Does it plug in where the clicky plugged in? No. The clicky, I believe, is a 24 volt, was a 24 volt, or it was different. It was a different voltage. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this down. That's the LDO kit, Ricky B. Yes. we're going to run this down and plug this because we have a 5-volt power, we have a ground, and we have a signal. So we're just going to run this directly to the main board, and I'm just going to utilize one of the fan ports, move the jumper to 5 volts. We'll use one of the fan ports to power this, so we can put the red and the black onto the fan port. And then we'll find a port for using the white for the switching, and then we'll just tell the config file which is which. So Fabian can't do that as the toolhead has 20 exactly, yeah. And the tap is 5 volts. So that's what we're doing. An old headphone jack. Ooh, that might. But do I have one? That's the thing. I got so many electronic parts, and I thought I had something I could use. Oh, you know what? God, I have a whole ton of these battery over surge things. I got this. I need to find something. So there's nothing in here that's going to help me. Just before you saw Tim was streaming, you started a print of a print-in-place dragon. Just checked it. Didn't realize it sliced in with a vase mode. Oh, no. A vase mode print-in-place dragon. That'll be interesting. That I'd like to see. Okay, let me... I'm just going to run over to my electronics drawer and see if I can find something. Let's see. Let's just see what I got. Let's just see what we have in this old. This is a drawer full of miscellaneous wiring, electronic parts, etc. So there might be something. Oh, right here. Hang on. I have these things. These might be. So it's almost like a headphone jack. Although no, it's only 2 wires. I need a 3-wire. So these won't work. These are only 2 wires. So there's an old soldering iron, which really, why am I keeping this? It's garbage. That's why I had. Anyways, okay. I need something like this. If I could get a female or male into this. Let's see. Man, I have a lot of wire. Empty wire spool. Don't need it. I really got to clean this out one day. Anything that isn't Creality. In the market for a new hot end on an Ender 3 V2. Any recommendations? A new hot end. Anything besides Creality? The Dragonfly, or even put a Revo on it. Jeez, tell me I have something. I have a whole bunch of these I could just wire up and just do 1, 2, 3. Maybe I could just do those. I wonder if, yeah. An old set of earbuds. I know, but where? But a male, and you need a male and female. You have 3 of those. I have stuff everywhere. But, okay, so nothing really in here. But it gave me an idea. Let me check one more thing. Not that. Huh. This one. Nope, that's just wire. More wire. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dropping everything. Oh, there's where my hot glue things are. I really got to go through these one day and sort shit out. Okay. one more place to check. One more place. Okay, two more places. Let's just check real quick here. No, it's only two wires. Dang. That's only two wires. And okay, well, what are these? Oh. Maybe. Okay. I might have found one. An old Walkman. No. Okay, there's some boards, some fans. I think I found something. What is this board? Arduino. Why do I have Arduinos? Why do I have a 5-volt LiPo battery sticking in here? Anyways, well, those are only two. Are they 2 wires or 3 wires? Let's see. Those are only 2. Okay. Okay. Then I think what I found. I think what I found is in here. There we go. I just have to reutilize these plugs. Boom, like that, and it's 3 wires, and it's a simple plug. There we go. And I got a bunch of them. These are these are servo wire extensions, servo extension cores for servos for back in the robot days when I was building robots. So I just need to take my shortest one, which I think they're all the same length. Yeah, they're all the same length. A bunch of servo extensions. Cool. Okay. See, it's the type of stuff you keep these and you think, this will come in handy someday. Where'd that PTFE come from? I don't know. Okay. RC Hobby to the rescue. Yeah. Unsolder and solder the wire to that. Unsolder and solder the wire to that save on crimping. Oh, unsolder and solder the wire to save on crimping? Oh, you mean this. Solder the... Oh, yeah. And that way I only have to crimp one side. Duh, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have crimped and crimped because, this really, it's 3 wires, black, red, and white. Look at that. What a man. Now, do I want this to be male or female? Okay, well, let's do the unsoldering thing. Let's pop this off. Let's... There we are, right in front of me. Let's pop this guy off. Okay. You go in there. Good call, Zach. Good call. Let's pop you off. Let's grab my hand helpers, and let's switch over to this, and let's go ahead and switch down to this. And wrong way. And we'll do this. Oh, hang on. Get up a little higher. Look at my messy desk. Look at the messy desk. Stuff everywhere, whatever. Nobody's judging. Okay, and we will clip you on like that. This is a great little device. It's the OmniFix Pro or the OmniFixo. Oh, it's such a great device. Okay, I have the soldering iron out a second ago. Where'd I put it? Okay. One soldering station coming up. And one plug coming up. Just plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Isn't that a Wick or is it a Wick fresh air commercial? Plug it in, plug it. Anyways, okay, so let's turn that on. There we go. Get this all heated up. Heats up pretty fast. Okay. Oh, I need my solder. Oh, the solder's right in front of me. Socket the tool head. Socket the tool head. Socket the tool head. Socket the tool. I'm slow sometimes to pick up on things. There's some solder. We are at temperature. Solder smoke. Let's pop these off. Come on. Okay. Now, the burning question is, do I want male or female? I think I'm going to put female on this end. No, male. No, female. The burning question is, how long do I want it to be? So let's just take a look at this for a second. So if we pan up and say, okay, the switch is going to be on here. This is going to be up here. The wire is going to come out to the back here. This is going to be up here somewhere. Doesn't need to be too long. It doesn't need to be too long at all. So I'd rather have a little long and have to tuck it in than have it too short and have to stretch. So I'm going to go about there. Female, the tool head. Yeah, female. Yeah, we have the female on the tool head. Actually, the female tool. Why female tool head? Socket the tool head. It's smaller. There's an awesome tool head board. I got it today where you can choose 5 volt or 24 volt via soldering joint. Oh, you're kidding. Stop telling me these things. I think that's going to be long enough. And if I have to, I can always just tuck it in or even shorten it down the road. Okay, but I'd rather be a little too long than a little too short. And it's the 2-piece. Oh my goodness, where do you find this stuff, Zach? Let's see the connector closer. Oh, now that I've cut it. Here's the connector. There's a male and a female. There's the connector right there. So I'm going to put this one right here on the tool head. And this one I'll run down to the, I'll run down Etsy. Everything on Etsy. I got to figure out this soldering iron station that I got. It's great. It's a Weller. It times out though, and it shuts itself off, or it goes down to a standby temperature after so long. Right now, it's going to standby temperature. Got to be a way to change that. I just haven't bothered looking into the configuration of it. Hide both ends. They're ugly. Yeah. Well, it's all I have to work with for now. I can always change it later. Or I can always get one of those cool little tool head boards that Zixelter got that he's bragging about here. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly I'm just going to quickly tin these wires real quick. Out of the way here. Let's do a quick tin job on these. Oh, it's cooled down, right? And the only way to get it is I have to turn it off and turn it on. Get it to heat up again. It's a great little soldering iron, though. It's the best one I've ever had. Works flawlessly. Nobody will ever see. No, it won't. It'll be behind the tool head. You'll send me the link to Twitter. You would, wouldn't you? You just anything so I have to spend more money. Thanks. No, that's fine. I'd be curious to see it. I can't imagine they're too expensive. You ever been, it just happened to me just now. You ever been tempted? You ever had a pencil in your hand and you need to do something? And you need to do something, so you have a pencil in your hand, and so you go like this, you go, and then you do it, and you have, I was just about tempted to do that with a soldering iron. That would have been hot lips. That would have made me a MASH cast member, because I would have had really hot lips. Okay. You can't see because my hands are in the way, but all I'm doing is just quickly tinning these wires. And that one, those are pretty good. Okay. And then I'm just going to snip the tips because I don't need them that long. Don't know where you went. Don't know where you went. Oh, you sounded like you went into the printer. Okay. And then we're going to come and we're going to go 5-volt signal ground. So red, white, and then black. So we're going to come in and we're going to, no, my hands will be right in the way there. Look at me in my camera views, right? Yeah, forget it. Here, let's bring this over. Let's bring this right here. Come on. Hi. There we go. So red. No, I'm not going through the holes this time. Signal. And the ground. There we go. Okay. So not the cleanest, but hey, you know what? It'll work. Come on, show it. 5-volt signal and ground. They're on there and they will do just fine. I always do a yank test on my solder joints, and look at that. And we can go back and like so. I know they're massive hands, and I credit myself for my age. I do have pretty steady hands. Okay, I can put the soldering iron away for now. Yeah, and I get the tip of that iron pretty close to my fingers, so if I didn't have steady hands, I wouldn't be going that close. Trust me. And I've burned myself with this. I burned my finger my thumb yesterday with the soldering iron, and it actually didn't do too bad. It didn't stay on there long enough to really hurt too bad. Okay, so now I can put this back on here, like so. With these M3s, and where's the other one? Right here. So these can go back on. Hey, Poor Boy Channel. So guys, throw me ideas. One of my goals this year is to try and get my subscriber list on YouTube up to, I don't know, 2,000-3,000. I'm at just over 1,700. I think 1,720. I haven't checked, but what can I do? What kind of content can I make that may draw some more subscribers to me? Just curious. Anyways, okay, so we have that one. Now I need to rewire this one onto a long wire, but I can do that after. So that's definitely not going to be long enough. I'll have to do something different. So now, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Let's bring this forward a bit, and we can go ahead and mount this guy on here. So we are using 4 M3 6-button heads and 4 M3 washers. M312, M310, M316, M3 washers right there, and M3 6-button heads. Here we go. Giveaways. You know, giveaways. Funny thing about giveaways is that I could do a giveaway stream. Say, like, for if I hit my 2,500, for instance, I would do a giveaway stream. You'll get, and you can say, okay, you have to be subscribed to enter the draw, yada, yada, yada. You'll get a bunch of subscriptions, and then after the giveaway stream is done, that subscriber count will drop again. I don't like to buy or bribe for subscriptions, and to me, doing a giveaway stream for the sole purpose of gaining more subscribers is not what I would do. I mean, it definitely works. I mean, you could definitely get more, but there's one. I'm just going to put these washers on here. And there's 2. Get these all set up and ready. Is it just me? There's a front and a back to a washer. And I always put the smooth side towards the head of the screw and the rough side, that I call it, towards the piece that I'm screwing in. Okay. So this guy is going to come on here like so. And I'm going to find the holes, and they are right there. No, they're not. I'm not even close. Let's get this started. Okay, let's get these started in here. Yeah, well, what I'm going to be doing is some more maybe tutorial videos. I've got to do more actual 10 to 15 minute videos. Still do the lives, but I can't depend on lives for subscriptions, because nobody sits through a 2 or 3 hour live stream to rewatch it, right? So washers are pressed out of skeets. Okay. Or sheets, you might mean. What is the purpose of the part I'm adding? This is part of the tap. So this is the part that the head's going to mount to, that basically is going to allow it to go up and down and do the actual tap. So the nozzle is tapping. So this is the Voron tap that we're putting on here. And it's a whole new way to level and Z offset and everything. Now I got to make sure I'm in the holes. And I'm in the holes. So now the instructions did say to ensure that this is tight. Am I not in the holes? Where am I? Why am I missing these holes? Hang on a second here. Maybe I need to get this started a bit more. Oh, these are a little bit tight in the tolerance, these ones. Quick disconnect for future maintenance. Tap for bed mesh, yes. Bed mesh, Z offset, and I was going to say quad gantry leveling. That would be on the 2.4. But yeah. Okay, so let's just make sure this is lined up nicely here. That's got to go under. Okay, that's there. Okay, I am missing the holes. Or these two? Oh, hang on. No, these aren't too short. I just have to line up with the holes. Looking at the channel, there's only been 2 non-stream videos uploaded for the past 10 months. Oh, is that for me? Yeah. And I have to do more. I'm starting to do some shorts. Okay, let's try this again. I'm starting to do some shorts. So hopefully I can eventually get more actual videos done as well. I'm obviously missing the holes here. So that's got to come sneak in, come down. Let's see. No, I just need to be patient and get this in. Shorts have worked well, yeah. Shorts lead to now. Shorts are monetized now on YouTube, yes, but you have to have a crap load of hits and views on your shorts. But shorts are a good gateway to have people check out your channel. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there. Now, it's just a matter of lining these holes up, and I think that's the. Oh, I hit one. There we go. There we go. I just have to get these so they grip because there's not a lot of thread to go in there. Okay. They did say to make sure these are snug in the instructions. Said not to forget the washers. Okay. So there we go. There's the amount of play right there. I don't feel, oh, I see. There we go. Right there. I think we're good now. I'm just going to double check. make sure these are tight. Yeah. I'm going to double check my tightness. You don't want to over crank. I think the washers are there to help protect the plastic. And okay, those are good and snug. There's our connector. Okay. It's cool so far. Okay, I think so far so good. Whew. Hey, Zenbender. Hello. Heat sets. Heat sets. Heat sets. What about heat sets? Okay. Next. So we've accomplished up to here. We made sure we didn't forget the washers, and we made sure that those are tight. Okay, now we're going to put our tool head on. So we're putting the Clockwork 2 on. It sits in between. Oh, I see. Okay, just similar to the way it goes on any other way. So let's go ahead and we're going to make sure this is probably going to need to tuck. How am I going to feed this wire? I can probably let's just leave that out here. That can come in from behind. So this is going to sit in here. Like so. There we go. Yeah, this can sit in behind. Okay, and then so this should tighten up in here. So now it's just like mounting the stealth burner, period. Right there. I know there's something to do to release these magnets too. So and there. Okay, so that's the Clockwork 2 mounted. And you finally got your X1. Oh, you did. Oh, nice. Your X1 carbon combo. Oh, I'm so jealous. I mean, I've got the P1P. I love it. I do want to get an X1 eventually. Okay, so we got that in. We've tightened those in. We just use the screws that were already in there. Okay, and now we go ahead and check tool head clearance. So here, we're on this page here. The tool head rear rests on the lowermost 2 screws, but must clear the 4 screws that secure the front of tap. Some tool heads may need to be carved back to avoid hitting these screws. Okay, I see what it's saying. Okay, so we're basically what it's saying is when we put the tool head on, which is right here, we've got to ensure that we're going to clear those 4 screws, which actually should just sit right in this groove here. Hey, Cully05, going good. After it's all mounted, loosen the 2 screws with the mags and let the mags lock and then tighten. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, cool. So the tool head, now, I happen to have a piece of filament in here I should have taken out before I started, but that's okay. Just means that we're going to run this up here. Okay, come on. Get up. There we go. And then this is going to this is where we find out if those 2 screws were, see, they need to come out a little further. Yeah, these 2 screws got to be a little looser. Right here. And then this one. Okay. Steve had to flatten the back a bit. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. So let's just see. First of all, I got to make sure I got the, there we go. There we go, and there we go. So that, okay, hang on. What are we hitting here? Yeah, it is hitting. So, yeah, definitely I have to hollow out. So where these are going, yeah, they're hitting, there's a little indent right here but not quite enough. Let me just try that once more. See if I can get a better angle for y'all. Let's just see. Now that we got those determined, that one is, yeah, definitely hitting. So I'm going to try and get the distance where it's hitting, so where I have to hollow out. And the bottom ones should be okay. They're going to fall in that gap. It's the top ones that are hitting. So the easy way to do it, hollow grind. Yes, exactly, Snapshot. Okay, so we're just going to put a little piece of tape right at about the approximate height. Right around there. So that's kind of where I've got to hollow it out, just above where those two little notches are. So, what's the best way to do that? Melt it out? Let me think. Should I melt that out, or should I just actually cut it out? What do you think the best way to do it is? Get the blue Sharpie. Get the blue Sharpie. Dremel. Yeah, I have a Dremel. I could Dremel that out, couldn't I? He used files. I don't have any files, but I have a multi-speed Dremel. Let's just see. Let's grab the Dremel kit. I'm running out of space here. Here we go. Let's grab the Dremel. And no, it doesn't take much. And I could just use a little, see what Dremel tools I've got here. Cutting tool, don't need much. Thing with the Dremel, you can't go too fast. You don't want to melt. I could actually just use this little, just this little thing here, and just do two little circles. That would work. Or this guy right here. Where is it? Come on. What have you missed? Not much. I could actually just use this little guy. And this I'm sure would just be able to let me just go really quick. Yeah, let's try this one. I've obviously used this for something else. It's been used. So we'll see. Remember this one? We're going to grab the tool. We're going to unplug. Oh, what are we going to unplug? That one there. It's hard to talk with something in the mouth. Oh, plug this one in. Oh, like that. There we go. And then we'll throw this in. Tighten this up. Let's, of course, lock this in to tighten it. Which way do I turn this? Oh, wrong way. Ha! Okay, let's see. Let's just see what we do here. Here, you guys, I'll just give you a close-up view just so you can see me. I did say in my title that I will screw something up. So here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Dentist, yeah. Let's go ahead and clean off the back. Doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, so we'll just clean out the plastic I melted a bit of. Okay. And it's just got to be about the thickness of the heads of those screws. Okay. I just didn't want to go too deep. I'd rather be a bit shallow and have to do a bit more than go break right through the part. Right in the mouth. I know what you guys are thinking. That knife is going to slip, but no. I'm in perfect control of this knife. Famous last words, right? See, I would not be surprised if, and I know that either Zen or Exalter is going to tell me, I was going to say, I'd not be surprised if they've already redesigned this piece printed with the hollows in there for doing the tap. Good night, Richard. Test it and sneak up on it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's see. It's not pretty, but they're hollowed out a bit. But it's not going to be seen, so it doesn't have to be real pretty. It's like me. I'm not seen often on camera. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have to be pretty because I'm not seen. So pretty. Let's just see. Up the hole. Oh, that is. Oh. The bottom one's clearing. The bottom ones are clearing. Oh, that is so close. I need a hair more. I need just a hair more. So I'm going to actually, I think I can do the rest of this with just a knife. Torch will remove the wet. Yeah, it will actually. You're right. Look at that. Torched it. Torch. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try this. Next time, remove the filament. Oh, that is almost perfect. Top ones look like they're in. It might be the bottom ones, or it's just me being fussy. Hang on. No, I think that's going to work. Or the bottom ones a little. No, the bottom ones are falling in between. But it's sitting flat on the top. And when I tighten this on, it'll suck them in. It should. If that's up full. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's find out. Okay. Let's find out. Okay, now I'm just gonna with tool head assembled, loosen the two magnet. Okay, so we got to get the tool head assembled first. Then we'll look at that. So let's go ahead and put this on. Now I should be able to go ahead and put my 50 mil screws in. Nope. The hole's not lining up. Let's just see. Maybe the holes are. Maybe that's not going up far enough. Hang on. Is that going up far enough? Oh, there we are. Those are not lining up. Those are not lining up. Why? Just want to see something here. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that's lining up. And then this one, as long as I'm up. Okay, I think we should be okay. Release the Kraken. Okay, so now let's try. That is not lining up. Hang on a sec. Let me check something here. Get rid of the Dremel. Let me just come around to the side. Ensure that I've got everything pushed together properly. That does not want to line up with the hole. So let's see what's going on. So we got the length. We're okay there. We're using the right size bolt. Let's make sure that these are threadable. That's fine. Just making sure. Oh, that's fine. Maybe I need to loosen these. Maybe I'm not getting up quite high enough on that. That is possible. Okay, we're sitting flat. Or make sure we're sitting flat. We are sitting flat. why don't those holes want to line up? We're up. We're tight. Okay, that looks... They look lined up, though. They look like they're lined up. Let's try again. There we go. Just had to kind of hold it in place. Okay. This one should go in. There we go. Did I? I don't think the magnets are in the way. Okay, I think we're okay now. Yeah, that worked. It's together. Okay. Whew. They will move and release. So let's see. Okay, now loosen the two magnet alignment screws, one on each side. The magnets will pull themselves into alignment with the FHCS. Give the tool head a little shake and then tighten these down. With the magnets aligned, the screws tightened, you should be able to push up on the entire tool head. It will move 1 to 2 millimeters before hitting it. Stop. If your sensor has indicator light and is connected, it should change the state when you push the tool head by hand. It is important to test the tap before homing. Okay, let's loosen the magnets. What screw was it? It was the, I don't remember which size it was. I think it's a smaller one. Okay, let's move this one over. Is that the right size? I don't even think that's turning. No, not even turning. Might have been smaller? No. Let's see. I don't remember what size those screws were. Let's see if the other side moves. Oh, maybe they were the small. It's got a matter of getting the hole, screw in the hole. I think this is just too big. Maybe it was a 1.5 millimeter. Maybe 1.5. Let's see if this is the one. Oh, I don't know. Hmm. 2 millimeter. Okay. 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. Maybe I'm approaching at the wrong angle. Hmm. Let me see if I can get a little bit of light on there. Where's the screw? Where is the screw? Oh. Doesn't seem to be turning. Ay, ay, ay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a minute. Did I forget something way back when? Okay. I didn't. I got to take it apart again. Got to take the whole thing apart again. Yeah, I didn't put them in, Zach. Didn't put them in. It's no wonder they're not going to move. And it's funny, they're just not moving on their own anyways. I don't know if there's enough clearance in there, but I got to take it apart. It's okay. Yeah, so I missed a step. I'll show you where I missed. Right here. I missed this step right down here. So surprisingly, they're not moving right now. Obviously, the tolerance in there is too tight. I'm going to have to loosen them up. They should be They shouldn't be. They should be moving on their own right now because I forgot to put the screws in. But that'll be for another night because we're well, I can rip it apart right now. I'm just not going to put it all back together tonight. Not a big deal. I mean, as I say, I've taken this thing apart 150 times now. Yeah, just a little oops. Just add the screws now, but it doesn't matter. Well, I can try and add them now, but it's not going to. Adding the screws is not going to. Well, let's just see. With a washer. So they're M310s with a washer. Let's see. That's not going to cause that to move, though, is it? Maybe it will. Let's just see. I said I would do it before assembly. Yeah. Yeah. See, I said I would screw up. Did I not call that on my title or what? So here's the washers right here. Not the screws. You know what? Leave it up to me to screw up the screws. Okay. Let's have a look. So if I get this in here now, yeah, I'm not even gripping thread. Let's see. Come on out of the hole. I can see it, but it's not gripping. I can't do it, Captain. Oh, there we go. Okay, we gripped it. So that one's in there. That one gripped. Another washer. Another bolt. You can do it. I believe in myself. They're on position, but it doesn't seem to be holding anything. Like they're not. Are they actually supposed to touch that thing? Maybe it is holding it. Maybe it's doing what it's supposed to do. But it doesn't seem like there's any resistance at all when I move that, right? Oh, there we go. That one clicked in. I just kind of forced it to move, loosened the screw and forced it to move. And this one, let's see, can I get this one to click? No, this one doesn't want to move. Hang on. Okay, this one clicked. This one here, maybe this one's already in position. There it is. Let me tighten that. Yeah, you can hear the click. So that one clicked in. So we will tighten that one. Okay. This one's not clicking so much, but it's moving. I think this one just is a little bit tighter in there. This one didn't have as much play. But it must be good. Okay, so it's clicking. I can hear clicking down. It just doesn't take a lot of pressure to put it up. I guess that's because it's a heavy tool head. So maybe we're okay. Maybe we're fine. Why aren't you screwing back in? Screw back in. Whoa. Oh. Don't you love it? When you ever pick up the wrong size hex key and it's turning and turning and turning and you're wondering why it's not screwing in? No, it's just me. Okay, well, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. There's that little bit of movement right there, 2 millimeters. Everything otherwise seems nice and snug. There's no lateral movement, no play. I could always tuck those little belts in on those little belt clips there. On there. And did I cut that one too short to tuck in? I might have. Yeah, I don't need to tuck that one in. Let's check this side. This one can sneak in there. And this one can just sneak. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know what I just did? Damn. Oh, schmucker ducker. It's okay. I'm not going to panic. I just broke a piece. I wonder if that's going to affect it. Yeah, I'll bet it will. Okay, well, we're done. That might not cause that to loosen because that's tightened in there. I think we're okay. I think I can get away with that. I just snapped a little piece there, but the belt didn't loosen at all. No, we didn't loosen at all because the belt is now being pinched in between here. Even though I snapped that little piece. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay. There's a certain point where it's time to call it quits. Their tensions are good. Good. Maybe a little tighter. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and I snapped that little piece, so we're okay. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so we've got this done. The next portion that we got to do is put the other end of this plug on so that we can run it down and I'm gonna try Zixelter's idea of because I don't want to have to open all these chains to run the other end of that plug down. So I'm going to see, he was suggesting that I use a PTFE tube as almost like a snake. And if I have to open them, I have to open them. It's not the end of the world. So, but we got it. We got it done now. Yeah. Yeah, no, the one that I snapped is not it's the back one. It's the one that you have a hard time feeding it through. But I'm not overly worried because the plate itself, when you tighten the plate onto the back, it actually grips the belt within those teeth. So I can't even pull that loose no matter what. So it's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a problem. It should not be a problem at all. We're not losing any tension on the belt now. We've got pretty much even tension. The left one might be a bit loose, but we'll tension them as we go. This one might be a little bit loose. There. Or this one might be hair tight. There we go. Yeah, it's about what it was prior. Okay, cool. We accomplished something tonight. We learned, thanks to Snapshot, a nice, easy way to run new belts. So that was awesome. So I think that's it. Whew, thanks, everybody. And later, and we will. That's it for tonight. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out and chilling with me. We'll do this again, and we'll next parts to run the wiring, get the G code and everything in, or the not the G code. I'm getting tired. Get the config file set up, and go from there. And then we can test it and make sure it's going to work. So the fun part's yet to come. So more screw ups possibly as we move forward. So anyways, guys, thanks so much. I appreciate everybody being here. Sorry about that. And we'll talk to everybody a little bit later. Everybody have a wonderful, wrong one. Have a great night, and we'll catch all you guys a little bit later. Thanks for being here. I appreciate everybody who's hung out. 13 of you hanging around still. So appreciate that. Talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.